What's going on, guys? It's Coach Snoop back in the building with another one. As usual, it's going to be jam packed full of jewels, and your time is always appreciated because you can be doing anything but you hear me checking out these reviews. Like all the rest of them, man. It's another wild one, man. It's about a guy, hey, unalived his wife and two kids, and then mess around unalived himself after that, bro. So it's another perfect example of mental health, man, and how serious it actually is, man, and the kind of stuff that can happen when it goes unchecked, man. And it's always a sad thing when stuff like this happens, man. But people need to know, so they use it as an example, and just learn something from it. So without further ado, let's check it out.
It's a tragic situation that Milpitas police indeed believes was a murder-suicide involving a married couple and their two children. Now, a request for a welfare check led to the grim discovery of four bodies at the Turing apartment complex on McCandless Drive at about 9 Tuesday night. Milpitas police today identified the dead as 36-year-old Vin Quang Nguyen, his wife, Chow Bao Pham, known as Becky.
And that sounds like some Chinese or Asian people, man. So that just goes to show that it doesn't really matter what race or anything like that, because when you're not mentally stable, anything's liable to happen, man. And this is a perfect example of that, man. Him unaliving some kids, bro. They said one was 9 years old, and 4 years old, or something like that. So it's sad, man, because the kids didn't do anything, and she probably didn't really do anything that serious either, though, man. It's just it's really mental health, spiritual health, man, physical health, man. It's so important, and this is why. Because so you don't go off the deep end and do something that you can't get out of, man. His decisions led to something that he can't change. It's etched in stone. It's a wrap, man. There's no coming back from when you unalive yourself, man. And then so he must have argued with her and did that, the kids, and then himself. And, before it seems like he just did unalive himself after that because he didn't want to deal with them consequences, man. And he really just lost control of himself, man, blacked out, which is crazy, man, because nobody needs to let somebody make you so upset that you do something like this. Because in reality, no one could upset you. No one could make you upset. No one makes you happy. No one makes you do anything at all. Everybody has free will, and that's what it is for real. The will to do what you want to do when you want to do it. And unfortunately, he did something that was tragic, man. It traumatized, their families. And now other people got to live with that for the rest of their lives. People was depending on them, like probably their moms and dads, stuff like that. They had kids, so it's crazy that the kids had to go through that, man. No kids deserve to have to go through something like that because you're mentally unstable, man. If it's that serious, you really need to go get some help. It's all types of help out here for stuff like that, man.
Is also 36, their 9-year-old son, and their 4-year-old daughter. The names of the kids were not released. Police say Nguyen used a legally registered handgun to kill his wife and children before turning the gun on himself. Each family member died from a single gunshot wound. Family members had reported they hadn't spoken to them for several days. Police believe the killings happened between Saturday night and the time officers were called to the scene.
It would be called turning, though, which is crazy. And then turning the gun on himself. That's not funny. But not speaking to somebody for a few days, that's normal when you got a family. You know what I'm saying? People, you might want to just spend time with your family and deal with them, your immediate family, which is the kids and the wife. Just chill out, not be bothered. But then, when it goes past maybe a week or two, in this situation, every few days they probably spoken. When they didn't been calling, no answers, they sent the police out there, and it took, it sounds like both sides, his side and her side, connected and had that welfare check sent out, man. So it seems like they're very family oriented, and it seems like something like this would be highly unlikely to happen. But then again, like I say, you never know somebody until you live with them. So everybody else is on the outside looking in this situation, and it's messed up that that had to happen.
This tragedy is a very difficult reminder of the importance of addressing domestic violence and gun violence. The loss of their lives was preventable. And for anyone experiencing distress, whether that's domestic violence, gun violence, or mental health concerns, help is available.
Like you said, help's available, and they know how real it is too, man. Because something like this, it had to be, some type of mental thing going on, man. And it's very serious and it's very real, and people need to know that there is help out there, man. You're not alone if you're going through mental health issues. If you need somebody to talk to, or if you have to get away, you know what I'm saying, and take a break, and then do that, bro. So you don't go off on the deep end and do something like this, because now it's too late to take a break. It's too late to turn back the hands of time, anything like that, man, because everybody ended up having to pay for one person's decision in this, man. So before it gets to this, just make sure that you're okay mentally, man. And if you're not able to handle a family or something, or don't want to be in that position, then don't do it. And especially if you're gonna go off the deep end and do something like this, because it's you just wasted everybody's time, everybody's life, and nobody should really be able to take anybody else's life, man. That's their. You're not even supposed to take your own life. You know what I'm saying? So, let alone anybody else's, man. Give people the chance to do what they want to do. The kids didn't get a chance to live their full life. You never know what they would have turned out to be. And the only thing that I could say, like I'm for sure of, is it wasn't anything that serious to the point where you had to unalive them, man. Especially them kids, or the wife, man. Because like I said in all my videos, there's nothing that a female could do to make you, unalive her, man, or even really want to put your hands on her or something. If you got to hit her, you don't need to be with her, man. I say that all the time. And it's serious, because, it's just, that's what it is, bro. Mental health, controlling your emotions, and dealing with them in a logical, rational way, man. And it's, in this instance, it would have been good for him to just walk away, man, and take a few days or a few weeks off if you needed to, man. A few days, and then come back and talk to somebody, man. Like I said, after 3 days, it's a wrap, bro. But that's just me, though.
Police said there were no previous reports of domestic violence, that a motive for this is under investigation. Detectives will be going through digital and other evidence in hopes of determining what led up to what they call an isolated, heartbreaking incident. Now, police remind everyone that there are crisis and suicide hotlines, including a nationwide number that's available 24/7. That number is 988. Live in Milpitas, Henry Lee, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, so tragic, Henry. Really, there are really no.
Yeah, man. It is tragic, man, that something like that would have to happen, bro. Again, there's always something, you could do, man. Just stop and think and take the time to do some critical thinking. And is it really worth it, man? Have some type of, is it really worth losing your life, man? Taking somebody else's life over 9 times out of 10, an argument started with his wife and it got out of control, man. That's what, it usually happens. They say 50% of, women really get unalived by somebody that, like, by their intimate partner, man. And in this case, that's what it was, man. It was her husband. And then it got so bad to the point where the kids in itself, he took everybody's life, man. It's just crazy. So just know that don't make a bad situation worse, man. Just get out of there. That's the best thing you can do for yourself and everybody else. The decisions you make affect you and affect everybody else around you, for real. At the end of the day, man. So go work on yourself. Take the time to get healed. Work on your mental so you don't hurt yourself and hurt other people, man. Again, it's Coach Noob. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you're feeling this kind of content, man. Your time is always appreciated because you could be doing anything but you hear me checking out these reviews, man. And until next time, I'm out.